Well, first of all, certainly I'm thrilled to finally be here. It's been a busy first week on the job, but I look forward to working with the community in Austin, getting to know each of the different groups that our wonderful city has. And to answer your specific question, I think it's really important that we do intentional outreach to all of our cultural communities. And in specific with the Hispanic community, there have been voices that haven't been heard, and it is important for me in my first few weeks and months to make sure that I am elevating those voices and listening to them to inform my decisions. I think with new appointments that I'll be working through in the coming weeks and months ahead, that will be critical to have a more transparent process about how those play out.
In appointments, do you mean you're planning to meet maybe with more Hispanic leaders? Or?
Absolutely. So I have a engagement plan that I'm hoping to roll out in the coming weeks that really focus on all of the different stakeholders that our wonderful Austin community has. They include our cultural communities, they include our religious leaders, our faith-based leaders, our neighborhood organizations, our business community, and our city employees. I think it's really important for me to hear from all the different people that impact and influence the unique culture and spirit that is Austin.
And you were saying there was kind of 3 questions that you're going to be asking each person. What is that framework that you're running it through?
Great. I'm really hoping to ask the same 3 questions to every group and individual and stakeholder that I interact with in the coming weeks and months ahead. Those questions are, as our city grows, how do we think about the things that need to be retained? What are those special things that need to be retained as our city grows? And conversely, what are the things that should change? The second question is, what gives you hope? What gives you hope for our future of Austin? And the third question is, what advice do you have for me? I am a newcomer to Austin, and I'll be learning a lot about the unique culture that is our city, and I would really welcome and appreciate the advice that everyone has for me as I get my feet on the ground. And if I don't hear from you directly, I certainly encourage you to email me at spencer.cronk@austintexas.gov.
Can you talk about some of these big vacant positions like the police chief and the fire chief? Is that a process that's already underway?
It is not underway other than the fact that I've started to get feedback from community members and different stakeholders to help inform my decision in terms of the framework for developing that process.
You have a lot on your plate. One of the big ones that's come up is the police contract, working through that. They're hopeful that this will happen soon. You need some time, but is that a priority, and how do you go about moving it along in an expedient enough process?
Sure. It certainly is a priority, and to start that process, we have initiated scheduling a meeting with the association, so that is underway. But I'm also looking for feedback from both our policymakers and our community to help guide the way that I'll be approaching the negotiations going forward.
Are there specific things about that negotiation process that you want to see happen? Are there specific things that you think APD needs to change at this point or include in the contract?
Unfortunately, it's too early for me to comment on that at this point.
What are the top 3 issues that you plan to tackle about?
I would say overall the top 3 things that I'm focused on. 1, this process of engaging and listening to the community. I really want to make sure that everything I do going forward is grounded in the spirit and culture that is Austin and hearing from a variety of stakeholders. The second is getting to know our city staff and our leadership team and ensuring that I'm bringing on board the right leaders that will help guide our city moving forward. So that appointment process is the second priority. The third priority is really to ensure that as we approach our budget moving forward, it's informed by our strategic goals and direction of the city, and to make sure that we as a city are listening from both our policymakers and the community when a budget is rolled out later this year that's informative for the decisions. I apologize. I can repeat that if you want.
We're actually going to go 3 more questions, folks, and then we'll have to.
I know this is a question that's come up in a few different ways. You know, a lot of talk, a lot of planning, and a question that I know a lot of us have had in the community is how you take it to that next step. In your words, you know, elevate some of those initiatives. How do you go about that?
I think the first step is to listen to the community and engage with key stakeholders, but then we also want to see action and decisions made. And so I look forward to having enough information that I'm able to take that and frame a decision-making process to say, how do we now move forward from here? It's really, there's a lot of things that Austin is dealing with, and it's important that we don't just talk about things for months and years ahead, that we actually start making decisions about how we want to move forward as a city.
Do you have any thoughts on the Amazon situation?
I don't at this point.
More? Anybody?
Yeah, so what do you think about the traffic now that you've been here for a week? What do you think about that?
Certainly mobility issues are a key concern for many Austin residents, and I look forward to hearing more about them and talking with city staff about the plan and the mobility plan that was informed by community last year.
Okay, guys.
I would appreciate your restaurant recommendations and your advice for me as well. So anyone that would like to let me know what their favorite place to grab food or their favorite Austin meal is, I would welcome that suggestion. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate it.